Episode 350. We're still kinda stuck here in the peaks, doing all of this bullshit side quest stuff that isn't even for an aether current anymore. But I am committed to doing all of these quest chains that are tied to an aether current, so that means we gotta help out this old man and his stupid rock quarry. The good old days, eh? Right, time to present these soul stones to the village. Let them know that the sleeping stone is ready to be restored. Although it's been quite some time since anyone here truly lent me their ear, would you mind gathering the villagers for me? No one will bother listening to me, but an upstanding adventurer such as yourself may be able to persuade the villagers to give me another chance. Can we really vouch for this guy when we don't even know if his plan is that good? Guess we're just going off of Ragnfrid's word that this guy's word is good, about the quarry and all that. This is the quarry, right? People live here now. They converted the quarry into houses. So how would they begin quarrying again? Oh, it's Sweetlove, his granddaughter? Daughter? What did you just say? Right, granddaughter. Did my grandfather put you up to this? Indeed he did. He sends me mad sometimes. My apologies that he bothered you with this, kind adventurer. Would you mind if I ask your name? Komoi Moriko. Well, Komoi, you have my thanks for humoring the wild ramblings of an old man. Yeah, I guess that is what Komoi's doing. What I imagine her doing in lore. I'll make sure to tell him again that he needs to stop bothering strangers with his fantasies. He's old enough now that I really wish he would give up quarrying altogether. I perish the thought of him injuring himself, or worse, while working on something. While we move over to this other guy, can we like to clear my throat again, as usual. It's a shame it's become usual. Hopefully that's all I have to do this episode. Oh, it's Coral. What's that? The old fart saying he wants to restore the quarry? Like I haven't heard that before. You might have been able to single-handedly take on a group of Urlis, but most of us aren't heroes of legend. What do you suggest we do should the beasts return? Which of course they do return, they're mobs from an online video game. They have to respawn in a few minutes. Or are you planning to give up adventuring and become the quarry's very own protector? I don't know, how much does it pay? Must be nice living in whatever world of make-believe that geezer inhabits. Some of us are more than busy enough just trying to make ends meet. So far we haven't really seen any evidence to support Sayer's claims that this is all gonna work. Everyone just seems against it. But I guess we haven't really seen evidence that it couldn't work either. We really have no stake in this, but we're helping anyway. Down here? Where? Oh, under here. It's Hodgkin. I like how they have these chairs just kind of facing outwards. It makes sense. The quarry. Sorry to disappoint, but I'm far from interested. There's no point placing the village's future in the hands of a dead industry. Honestly, how many people do you know that are desperate to get their hands on stone these days? Stone. Yeah. Wait, hang on. The Ishgardians. The Ishgardians love stone. I think they're done with the whole Ishgardian restoration thing. I mean, they are done because we're finished with it, but maybe they still need more stone, who knows. Where was I? Sayer's time would be better spent working out how to sell off all the leftover rocks we already have cluttering all the Ghana. There's a reason you don't see young people here anymore. It's only the old fogies that are senile enough to think this place has any kind of future. I feel like a bit of Japanese writing is sort of leading into here. Well, I don't know how much it resonates with other cultures, but this is like a thing in, at least from media that I see from Japan. It's like a thing in Japan with the young people moving to the city and these old towns not doing so well anymore. Something like that. And I'm sure that's a thing like all over the world, but I think it's prevalent in Japan, or at least it feels prevalent with how much I see it in media. Back from spreading the good word, are you? Yeah. Cannot wait to see the looks on their mugs when they have encountered these soul stones. I don't think they're impressed by your stones. Grandfather, let's stop this, shall we? No one's going to come. You'd be better served heading home and having a nap. And you say I'm the one spouting nonsense. I know what this is. You've banded together with all the others that think me mad, haven't you? How could you even think such things? I only have your best interest at heart, Grandfather. The fact of the matter is that you can quarry as much as you want. If there's no one willing to buy the spoils, then it's meaningless. You're not as young as you once were, and this fool's errand is doing your health no favors. I can't bear to watch you waste your life away any longer. Yeah, from her perspective, this is really tough. Fool's errand? You consider it foolish to work towards a brighter future for Alagana? Komori, tell me, do you share my granddaughter's opinion? No need to hold back. I agree Alagana's future lies in quarrying. I think sweet love might be right. Or the neutral option. We're gonna say Komori doesn't believe in this old man's fanciful dream. Just because it feels like that's in character for her. I expected more from the woman that saved Wakata. I suppose it was foolish of me to think an outsider would understand what quarrying means to Alagana. Listen, we all understand you're just trying to do what you think is best for the village. We do. But you're going to have to accept sooner or later that nothing lasts forever. I don't really remember how this questline goes. I'm sure I did it on my main character. I think I did. But I'm pretty sure it is going in the direction of like the quarry being something helpful for the future of this town. At least it feels like that's where this plot is going. It's actually hard to gauge at this point. I was a fool to ever consider asking others for help. You can hardly expect your words to mean anything to those who live without hope. Yes, it's up to me to show you all how it's done. Like right now it's heading in the opposite direction of this guy's plan, but I feel like as a narrative thing it's gonna turn around. That sort of thing. Why does he have to be so sick-headed? It feels like every interaction we have nowadays inevitably ends in a row. He has this nasty tendency of refusing to speak to me for hours after a fight as well. I'm truly sorry to involve you in this, but do you think you could talk to him in my stead? But only because we think it's funny. Even though it's not for an Aether Current, it is kind of an interesting story. Like this whole thing with the town and the good old days and all that sort of thing. Learn to let go, old man. That girl makes me wonder if I spouted too much gibberish at her age. Come to hear a story, have you? Oh, I'll tell you a story, my friend. We did not come here for this. A tale of a time when the quarry was the heart of Alagana. Yes, those were the good old days. It didn't matter how long you spent quarrying away. There was always more stone to be cut, and people willing to pay for it. The industry supported many a family, let me tell you. Oh, you are telling us, I know. And there were even some days when I'd take the cold, or take the cold hard floor of the quarry as my bed. Instead of going home. Yeah, everyone loves the cold hard floor of the quarry, I get it. While the only thing keeping me going half of the time were the work songs we used to sing. By Vulgar, that's bloody it. Oh, you gonna sing to everyone? Is that gonna fix everything like a musical? If the villagers hear those work songs once more, they're sure to change their minds about the quarry. Bet you're glad you were here to see the very moment I saved our village from ruin. Yeah. He sounds crazy. I'm pretty sure this is like the point, right? He's supposed to sound crazy or something. Finished coming to terms with just how inspired my new plan is? Yeah, he's definitely supposed to sound crazy. Anyone that's held a hammer and chisel knows the wonders of good work, or the wonders a good work song can do. After you've been singing for a while, your swings start to match the song's rhythm, and everything falls naturally into place. You can work for hours and hours without even realizing it. Hammer in one hand, chisel in the other, cutting up broths, bring home to mother. Rocks become Gil, Gil becomes a house. Our hearts the quarry has, no need for a spouse. Wow, what a great song. Truly a life worth living. And the song meanders along in a similar vein after that. That ending, however, is quite something. Yeah, I'll say. Oh wait, he's talking about a different ending. Speckled stone, edge off layer. Oft to layer. Sell not this stone to a kindly payer. Nay, search for it to pebbles. For it to pebbles? For it to pebbles. Nay, search for it pebbles, young maiden revels. That's how it finishes. Speckled stone, edge off layer. Off to layer. Refers to changing patterns that adorn the rock found deep underground. The rocks closest to the edge of each layer are the most brittle, you see. That part of the song exists as a warning to never sell on inferior stone. Although, you'd struggle to find a quarrier that doesn't know as much. No, it is the nay search for pebbles, young maiden revels part, which I find curious. I believe it to be referring to a jewel of some kind. After all, you'd hardly give a young lass any old pebble you just happen to find. No, only the finest jewels would do. And to mute the mic to clear my throat again. If I were able to somehow take a gander at the stone mentioned in the song, probably impossible, mind you. The closest fissure where I could stand a chance of finding it, is right next to an Imperial stronghold. It's a really bad sign that my dart's giving out this early. That being said, I might be able to find something if I had you to keep me safe from harm. Or had you to keep me safe from harm. Accompany me, Komori. I'm sure you'll enjoy the journey. I'm sure we will. I'm sure I'll enjoy the chance to clear my throat again as we make our way over there. It's actually been over a month now. Very, very long to have this lingering cough. I feel like I've done this sort of thing in the past before, or had this sort of thing in the past. Where it's lasted this long and just eventually faded away, but I don't know if it ever lasted this long. It's not even sickness at this point, it's just my body refusing to realize that my throat is better or something. Like it just convulses to the reaction of my throat vibrating from normal talking. Very strange, the human body. Did they quarry places other than over here? I thought this was like their only quarry. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense because he told us to clear the monsters out of this region, so I guess they quarry all over the place. Oh. Who built this, by the way? I think it's like a red mage thing. I think we got the answer in like a previous episode, but I don't remember. But maybe they built it with all the stone that they quarried. I mean, where else would they get the stone? Seems I was right to bring you along. This place is swarming with those rats. Try searching the surroundings for any that might happen to be lying in wait for us. I trust you know what to do when you come across one. Like, kill them. Well, what are you waiting for? I can't get to work till you clear out the bandits. Oh, those kinds of rats. Well, here we go killing some guys. Just trying to make their ends meet. I'm sure they're cutthroats, nonetheless. Egg biter. Oh, those kinds. Okay. Very strong fire. Very, very strong. Oh, wait. We are not done. Oh, we gotta use Beacon, I see. Come on down. Fine work, Komoy. Suppose it's time for me to do my part. Yeah, get digging. Is it called digging when you're, like, mining stone? Feast your eyes on this ore, Komoy. Popped right out when I chiseled away along one of the layers of rock. My guess is it could be used to craft quite a fetching jewel. I'll hurry back to the village and set about examining it in further detail. And so will we. This is all well and good, but it doesn't solve the problem of what that other guy was saying. How would they get by without us to get rid of Urlis and bandits and whatnot? But of course we have to do something for this quest. Komoy, my apologies for any bother my grandfather caused you, but I do thank you sincerely for keeping him safe. Ah, Komoy, sad to say it seems we were on a fool's errand. Of course we were. It was no ore that we found, but a crystal fragment of incredibly low purity. Only the most naive of barons would rejoice upon finding this shiny piece of rubbish, and yet you rejoiced. Speckled stone, edge off layer, sell not this stone to a kindly payer. Must have been referring to this. Grandfather, is that perchance a line from the song, or from a song, that begins with hammer in one hand, chisel in the other? Indeed it is, but why do you know that? Father used to sing it to me in lieu of a lullaby. It's one of my most precious memories from the short time we were able to spend together. Indeed, your father was a fine warrior. Not a day passes that I don't rue his death at the hands of those bastards from Gorlemold. We never even had the chance to work together. He chose to apprentice under another teacher, said he didn't want me going easy on him. But enough about the past. We had been used in the song as a guide to find stones of value, but the spinners were still yet to smile on us. Have you forgotten, Grandfather? There's another version of the song, one which might lead you in the right direction. Okay, now she's helping. Another? Why yes, there was another version, wasn't there? It's been so long since I last sung it, I'd completely forgotten. I don't suppose you remember the lyrics? Of course I do. All of my memories of Father are as vivid as ever. That's my girl. You hear that, Komoy? There's hope yet. I'm ashamed to admit, but I'd completely forgotten that there was another version of that song. Who knows what secrets its verses may hold. I do recall Father saying that this version of the song wasn't especially popular. However, it was always his favorite. It's certainly the one he sang most often to me. That's the right of it. The quarry would echo for days with workers belting out the version I know. I'll probably still be singing it when I'm dead. Can't say I'm too surprised that's all you remember, Grandfather. It's only the end of the second version that actually differs from the first. Speckled stone, edge off layer, or off to layer. Sell not this stone to a kindly payer. Nay, search for it pebbles, young maiden revels. Between this world and the next. 'Tis there the stones collect. Trade them on, our ancestors' song. So the stone worth selling is located somewhere between this world and the next day. I must admit, I never really thought about it much as a child, but the song's lyrics are a bit eerie, aren't they? Aye, that part about our ancestors is quite morbid. Do you reckon it might be referring to the hidden tier? I suppose that did used to be a graveyard, didn't it? I don't imagine there are too many people that have cause to visit the area these days. I should hope not. Ever since the Empire banned us from making offerings to the deceased, I've heard an increase in number of stories, saying that beings not of this earth stalk the place. I'd love nothing more than to pop over there right now, and quickly see if the stone we need can be found, but something tells me it won't be that easy. Yeah, the weather turned ominous as if we're heading into something dangerous. Or probably not though, it's just a side quest. What say you, Komoy? Can I count on your aid one last time? Okay, but only one more time. My thanks. This is our last chance, and I do not intend to fail. Do you actually believe this is going to work, sweet love? I must admit, I've also heard those same stories Grandfather just mentioned. While I am reluctant to think them true, I would still feel much more at ease were you to accompany him. Well, let's go find out. All the way back up there, huh? Yeah, after this we still have one more Aether Current from a side quest. Then of course the main story. And yet we still haven't found out what that last Aether Current quest is gonna be. What is this weather? Dust storms. Very ominous, especially at night. Perfect weather to encounter some spooky ghosts, apparently. So this used to be a graveyard. This is like covered in water. Did they just bury the bodies under the water? Or did the waterfall come after or something? And then they abandoned the graveyard? Now it sounded like they abandoned it only because of the Guardians, so... And like there's this whole structure up here which is completely designed for the waterfall. Actually, I guess that must be the graveyard part, like they created a graveyard above the water or something. I mean, it looks pretty, but it seems like a mess. Like, it caused some problems with the water or something. The rotting corpses would seep into the water or something like that. It sure does look ominous with this weather. Very pretty though. Oh wait, this guy's back here. Right, Komori. Would you mind checking the area to see if everything's safe before I go any further? If you happen to see anything funny, just take care of it for me. I'll get to work once it's certain the area's safe. Yeah, easy for you to say. Tell me, Komori, do you believe in the existence of spirits? I mean, we fight them regularly. What do you mean? This is like a proven thing in this world. Me? Oh no, of course not. Don't be so silly now. Really? This is like the opposite of, what's the word? Not folktales, but rumors or... what is it? Superstition, that's the word. It's like the opposite of superstition, where he doesn't believe in the existence of ghosts even though the wider world knows that they really do exist. They're just like a regular thing. Come on out, ghosts. Fight Komori. Here we go. That's only one of three, though. Any specters that appear, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to appear, yeah. The only presence you sense in this area is your own. But that's because your sixth sense is not attuned enough, Komori. There are ghosts all around you. All the time. I'm glad I am doing this side quest though, this side quest chain. It really makes use of this area, I guess. I'm pretty sure we're fighting something here. It's like nice and centrally located. Yep, there we go. I want to use AoEs, but I don't want to catch that other guy. Oh wait, I did that too early. And I didn't mean to do that, great. What a waste of magic. No, stop that, please. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. Makes me have triple passed. But it's already over. We might have to fight one more over here. It's like a 50-50 in my head, anyway. I say we gotta fight something, like two guys. That seems right to me. Nope, the only presence you sense in this area is your own. I guess it was symmetric after all. Well, better for the timing of the episode, I guess. After we get through this, I guess we're going on to the dungeon. and there should be enough time left over for it. Nice to see you still in one piece. Things certainly seem to be a bit safer now. By all means, go on ahead back to Alicana. You have my word that I'll deliver this time. Please, go and put Sweet Love at ease. I bet she's worried sick by now. Well, this should be the last quest, and this is the turn-in part. I guess we're waiting until the very end to see how this turns out. What do we think? Is the town gonna get a revival of the old quarrying industry? Or is it just gonna be back to the status quo? I'm betting on the former, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was the latter. Ah, Komoy. But wait, where is... He's on his own, all alone, in a ghostly graveyard. Oh, what a relief to hear he is unharmed. Yep, completely unharmed, completely safe. Although I will struggle to truly relax until he's back with us safe and sound. Grandfather is so foolhardy. Not a moment goes by that I do not worry for him. You're acting like I'm already in the grave, my love. No, you just left. I can assure you, there's nothing to worry about here. I found what we were after in no time. Assuming there's more to be had, we'll be able to start trading with the goldsmiths of Ul'dah. That is, of course, assuming the day we're free of the Empire actually comes. Had to clear my throat there again. I'm beginning to think our ancestors made Hidden Tear into a graveyard on purpose, as a form of protection in case the quarry ceased providing for us. After all, who do you know that go defiling a graveyard in search of riches? Besides me, of course. Regardless, that's the only reason I can think of for them hiding the fact in a work song. Take a look yourself, or a look for yourself, sweet love. It's stunning. When I gaze upon it, I almost dare to believe that there could be a brighter future for our village. A fine chunk of ore indeed. I imagine we could make a fair amount of coin were the villagers to band together, and mine the rest of the supply. Why didn't you say sooner you were going after such treasure? I would have been much more interested in in what you had to say. It's all thanks to your efforts, grandfather. Never once did you give up. Even in the face of strong opposition from a certain granddaughter, I couldn't be more proud. Honestly, I was just so used to living in despair that I couldn't bring myself to believe that there might be a way out. I guess that is also like a moral that you can tell with a story like this. But I don't think they were wrong to think, to not believe in this kind of rambling from the get-go. I'll be more than glad to join you the next time you go quarrying, Sayer. Thank you all for the kind words. Here's to bringing Alicana back to its former glory. Up until now, I had always wished you would just retire and spend your golden years in peace. But it seems you're much better suited to keeping active. Took you long enough to realize. Aye, life's not the same unless I have a chisel in hand. Hope your throats are nice and warmed up, because it's time for some singing. And quarrying, of course. All good for the town, I guess. I suppose it'd be a sad ending if you just went back to the status quo. But sometimes quests can just end like that, and it's just a bit of a mood. Komoy, a hearty thanks for everything you've done for our village. You can leave the rest to us now. We'll do just fine if we have each other. The best of luck to you in all your future endeavors. Goodbye. Unless there's like an intersection quest that we unlocked. Maybe. How would I even know if we did? There might be like a level 67 quest or something. But then all of these quests over here are going to be like level 67 anyway. Well, if there is like an intersection quest or something with the Ithacan quest that we did over here, I guess I'll look it up after the episode. Right, so now, with actually only less than half of the time in the episode remaining, or about exactly half, I guess we're going on to the main story with the dungeon, and I fear this might put us over on time, especially because we have to walk all the way back over there again. Quite a long trek. Pretty sure the next dungeon, or the next quest, is the dungeon. Ah, great, we have to go around this thing. Only slightly, though. What episode are we on again? 350? We started on episode 300. Basically, 301. So that means this is the 50th episode of Stormblood. It's not going to be too much longer now until we reach the end of the expansion. It seems like, I imagine, we might end around episode 64 even, which is actually the same amount of episodes we took to, I think, complete either one of the expansions, either of Realm Reborn or Heaven's Ward or something, or around that much. Just feels like the number that I remember. But I wouldn't be surprised if these expansions and the first part of the game, A Realm Reborn, if they were all just kind of like roughly around the same amount of time. And of course I did different things in these videos. I went off and did some random side quests in A Realm Reborn and did job quests and whatnot, and did the same thing in Heaven's Ward, just had some episodes here and there that weren't even related to Heaven's Ward. Like the whole thing with the Ishgardian Restoration. But I guess for the most part, when I was doing the main stories of A Realm Reborn and Heaven's Ward, I didn't do too much detours. I probably did more detours in A Realm Reborn than I did in Heaven's Ward and here in Stormblood. But I'm sure there were always like these job quests that I spent some time on, so maybe it averages out. Just kind of feels like everything that I've been doing with the main story of the expansions just ended up being around the same amount of time. Just kind of works out, I think. And hopefully this episode also just kind of works out with the timing, on average. Really would like to get through the dungeon and end the episode on the hour. But there are, of course, going to be cutscenes before and after. So let's see if we can get through them. Think we read all this. Pretty sure we read this last time. Probably. Pretty sure. We have that for which we came. All that remains is to make our preparations. These and her unit will make for our primary objective, the fire control center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of the ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed to the weapons research, or into weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with some Magitech patrols before we can infiltrate the castrum. Okay, there is still some setup before we get to the dungeon. Nope, right over there. They were patrolling right over here. That's so nearby. So nearby our secret meeting spot. Nope, because we're targeting that guy. And one more, I think. Not quite. There we go. More to deal with, maybe. Could just be nothing here like the ghosts. Nope, there's guys. These patrols are very close by each other. I feel like they're not doing a very good job patrolling if they're just covering the same ground. Quickly and quietly, so as not to raise the alarm. Here's hoping there aren't too many for us to handle. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. The last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, we'll be clear to advance. Assuming they keep to their usual schedule, might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. Lead the way and deal with the last patrol if you would. We'll hold here and watch for soldiers coming from the west. Okay, the last patrol, you promise? Triple cast is ready. Oh, that's not it. Guess we're doing ley lines now. Any more? She did say to wait here. By Volker, I knew you all were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Gomoy is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think we have learned something from our time in her company. Now, where is the entrance to the docks? Right behind you. I've mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the hangars or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Gomoy, we shall infiltrate the castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. If there's nothing else, I'll return to the Resistance forces and show them to their entrance. May Volker guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Gomoy. When you and yours are ready, we shall begin. I hope you mean us and ours. Because it should be duty support with them, right? We don't have Lise on the team. We can't have Lise on the team because of the way this is written. But I think that they did like retcon Alfino and Alice to be on the team. Because originally they weren't. The Alliance is counting on us to deal with our cannon. Failure is not an option. It won't be long before someone realizes their armor is missing. We have to hurry. Okay, good. We got these two, and then the last one would be just this random gladiator. I was actually thinking that Woad over there would have been a great tank to have, but she was also, I guess, in the original writing, written out of going into the castrum itself, so we just have a random resistance fighter tanking for us, the most important job. But at least we have Alfino and Alice. Good enough. And Lise was also written out of being part of the duty support, but I can still imagine, like, it would be possible, right? Like having Lise be part of this dungeon and then at the very end of the dungeon, that's where we split up for the cutscene. That has to happen. Not that it really matters. We're just missing her for one dungeon, I guess. I remember this one pretty well. Well, actually, I don't remember it pretty well. I just remember, like, the layout, I guess. But I don't remember the bosses other than the last one that much. You got it, Alice. This is why I like having NPCs in the party during these things. Go ahead, Resistance Fighter. Do your job. Oh, should I be grabbing more guys? I should probably do that. We are kind of pressed for time, so I should be trying to get to the end quicker. By doing double pulls, or rather wall-to-wall pulls, for the tank, volunteering the tank for it. Well, here's the other wall, I guess. Try to target the center one. Is this the right move for targeting 3 guys? Or is it better to do single target on 3 guys? I'll never know the answer, unless I look it up. And of course more guys that don't spawn until we get rid of the other guys. Just means this is going to take a little bit longer. Do we have enough for flare after this? No. It says all mana to cast flare, but there is a minimum amount, which I don't remember. I don't remember we have this thing. Our fun little move. Just for fun. Do we also have between the lines at this level? I think there might be treasure chests around like these other paths I haven't gone down. Not gonna worry about it too much. What we are going to worry about is doing wall-to-wall stuff. You got it? He's got it. I think he's got it. Guess I should have done triple cast since that's already done with cooldowns. Guess I'm doing this now though. Triple cast sure is freeing. It's kinda crazy we get 2 stacks of it. Could I have gone even further with the wall-to-wall? No, we couldn't have. It's the first boss. What's this thing called again? Hypertuned? No. I guess I'm thinking of something else. Through its paces. It doesn't take paces, it doesn't walk, it has these wheel things. Guess we'll save the swift cast. Or when we need to cast a longer spell. I should be using triple cast though. How crazy can it be? I guess we gotta take care of these guys. Ready for operation. Like for us? Oh, we can do it. I think. How do I target? Come on. Wait. Is this even a thing? It is, yeah.
I have my pride.
I think we're supposed to do that to stop it from running all over the place. I did it too late, I think. If it does the same thing again, we can try to get the cannons faster. I guess we did hit it with the cannon one time. Okay, guess we're doing this. Oh, we don't have between the lines, I think. Unless we ran out of ley lines as I was trying to cast it. Well, I guess we sort of understood the mechanic of the, those cannon things. I just did it a little too late. I'm sorry, LSA. What did you just say? I'm afraid that's a fail. Oh, right, these things. Gotta be quick. As quick as we can, anyway. You guys finish off that one, I'll start on the other one. Won't stop that one. Okay, these guys are the hypertunes. And there's gonna be like more hypertunes, I think. Yeah, pretty sure this episode is going to go over on time just because of the way the wall-to-wall works in this dungeon.
Away with you.
And after this wall, there should be another wall that is exactly the same. Kind of. Yep, another wall. And then flare. I'm very not good at the transition from AoE to single target. I always end up pressing the wrong button. Oh, we got a guy. We just fought this guy as a boss. That's a normal enemy. I feel like I use Swiftcast much more as a black mage, or I have to use it much more as a black mage on the right spells. These fires no longer take more than your GCD, so using Swiftcast on that doesn't seem like too much worth it. But then using it for the ones that change your fire to ice, like your stacks or whatever, those do seem worth it because they take longer than your GCD. Guess we're only getting these two. Guess I should be doing multi-target now. And back to single target. That's it. think it's time for the next boss. We actually might be okay on time. For the dungeon, not for the cutscene that's inevitably after this. Okay. Subject 24. I remember this being a pain in the ass. We'll try to see if I can, like, remember how this works. Oh, okay. Go off, LSA.
Let's give them a show.
Okay, so there's something about how... Okay, ice ether loading.
House of Livia!
Oh, that's wrong. This guy's got ice buff on under his health bar. Does that just mean he's gonna do the same thing again? I guess so.
For the House of Livia!
Elemental overload. Oh, I do have between the lines. Lightning ether output. Okay, those guys got it. I see, that's fun. I still feel like there was something else going on with this battle that makes it difficult. I remember doing this in multiplayer with real people and it being a problem. Another elemental overload. Now it's fire. They didn't change this, did they? Because it seems easier than I remember.
You shall fall soon enough.
Oh no, I did that wrong. Didn't regain my magic. It was almost cool. If I continued the DPS while doing the ethereal manipulation, that would have been real cool. Stack on me, guys, if you would. I'm the black mage. Well, that was easier than I remember. I feel like I'll have to look up after this episode. Did they actually change this? Like, I'm pretty sure the fire, ice, electric thing, I remember that being different. Well, I don't remember it being different, I just remember it being hard. Like, there was something that you had to do depending on what buff the guy had. But we didn't have to do anything, it just like changed the way that he attacked us, which was all telegraphed. This is cool. Never really got a good look at like the rest of the area from here, while just playing the game. Okay, definitely AoE here, obviously. Oh right, we're supposed to be doing wall to wall here. I guess we can't do wall to wall, or rather this is wall to wall already. Try to get our target nice and centered. Okay, yeah, there was more over there. I did remember that. But we had to wait. Don't target me. Do your job, tank. No, they're not very centered, are they? Okay, thank you for repositioning. Should I be worrying about, like, what spell did we get?
You shall fall soon enough.
We got it recently. I think it was this one, Despair. But I guess that one was like level 72 or something, so it wouldn't be in this expansion. I don't even remember what that does or how that fits into the rotation. Oh great, we still got more guys before the boss. I guess in particular for this dungeon, the wall-to-wall is pretty bad, huh? Oh no. That was not worth it. Did not dodge that. Feels like this guy keeps on turning around to attack me specifically. And I mean, we are the strongest, but still. Okay, we're finally here. Just in time for the episode to be on the hour. Meaning we're going to be over on time by quite a lot with the ending cutscene. Pretty sure I remember this guy's name. I might be thinking of something from Bosja with a different name. This thing is in Bosja, but I'm not sure if it's the same name. No, it's not the same name. I was thinking of Hypertune the Bog, which I'm pretty sure is the Bosja name. Alright, go on, attack. Gotta put on lightning, of course. Was that cool? Did the thing that I just do look cool? It felt cool. There might be some attacks that we actually have to look out for, but so far it's just all telegraphed. Pretty simple stuff. Oh, is that on cooldown? It is. Well, we lived, I guess. It has such a short cooldown, I'm used to it being just always available. Be proud, Alfie Node. Lightning goes back on. Triple cast, why not? Alright, I think we have to look out for this. Yeah, here we go. The right arm grows.
You shall fall soon enough.
I have my pride.
Don't stand on its right side, but it doesn't seem to be using that right now. I guess when the right arm glows, it doesn't mean it's going to do like a wide sweeping right arm attack, like I thought it would. Okay, we'll not stand near you guys. Because we're nice like that. We are almost dead, so is this guy. Really, Alice should have done it. Actually, wait, she's also a caster, so it doesn't matter if I do it or she does it. Red Mage just sometimes feels like a melee DPS, so it seems like she would be the one to do the limit break. Well, I'm glad she shared. Well, I would be happy with this timing if we did actually end the episode here, but... Of course, it's got a cutscene right after this. That was the whole point. That looks like a mess, that stretched texture.
Understood. We're on our way. Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them. Lise! Thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
Hey, wait. That guy, on the back on the right. Was he the tank that just tanked for us? Why'd he join the other group? He's pulling double duty. Well, I'm glad he's part of the cutscene. It's probably a different guy, though.
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over. The skulls had surrendered. No one else had to die. And you killed them. Your own people. Your own comrades.
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Wow.
Lise!
What a cool cutscene.
Gotcha! I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Yeah, I actually forgot this was a whole thing. It wasn't just the echo, it's a bit more.
Alize!
Even so, the odds are against me.
Coward! Get back here!
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
She'll be alright, but we'll need to carry her. Will you help me?
I mean, we're kinda small, but sure.
Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Alright, not too bad, not too bad. I guess it's only around 10 minutes over the episode, which is okay with me. It's not great though. I am told one of your comrades was injured during the operation. If there is aught we can do to help, pray do not hesitate to ask. Well done. That twice damn cannon won't be troubling us again. And just to end the episode, we will turn in this quest. Well, we did it. Castro Mabania belongs to us now. Nago and her people took Alice to Radiata to receive treatment. Alfredo tells me she'll make a full recovery. I know I should be happy. We won, and with minimal casualties. But somehow, it feels empty. Yeah, you didn't kick her ass. We'll get her next time. We should report to General Aldin. Kral wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Ramon's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. It can hurt to ask. It would hurt the timing of the episode, because we do have to end it now. Guess we'll just stand side by side with these. Kinda like this. And pan the camera over this way, and do a little pose. There we go. Good enough, right? Now would be a good time to take a break.